So this is my friend Juan, and
Hi.
he's originally from Cuba. And I met you here at church, and I was very fascinated by your story because in 1961 you were put on the Peter Pan flights from Cuba.
Yes.
Your parents sent you. So tell me what your parents felt, why they felt like they had to put you quickly on a Peter Pan flight to the United States.
Well, there were rumors that all kids under the age of 18 were going to be rounded up and they were going to be sent to indoctrination camps, whether it would be in Russia or whether it would be in Cuba. And then it was like everybody began to panic. Obviously, if you're a parent, you could understand why that would be. So, fortunately, Monsignor Walsh, he used to be in the United States, he instituted the Peter Pan flight. Like you said, that's where we came in. And then about 14,800 of us kids came here by ourselves, ranging from like 6 years of age to about 12, 13, 15. See, and that was the main reason, because they thought they were going to just round them up, and then they basically were going to take your parental rights away. Okay, no parental rights, and the government was going to be, government overreach.
I see, yeah.
And that they were just going to send them and ship them out to different places. So that's basically why everybody panicked and they started sending them over to the U.S.
And just quickly, how old were you when you came over?
11.
11 years old, which is such a tender age, and I can't even imagine what you went through. My second question was, what made you vote the way that you voted? Because you were seeing signs that were very concerning to you, the direction our country was going.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, all you have to do is just take a look at the state of California. Okay, they have taken parents' rights away. So if a child totally misconstrued about your sexuality, okay, and then he wanted to get at 13, 12 years old, wanted to get a sex change.
Right.
And then the government, the government of California would say, your parents don't have a right. So they can get it done without your consent. So this is why when we started seeing this, the cancellation of freedom of speech,
right,
okay, all the stuff that they would hide from us, and basically everything, government overreach, okay, that's what I saw, that's what my wife saw, and many people don't relate to that, but we lived it.
right.
We've been in that situation, we lived it, and when we saw that, it's been developing for some time. And I said, this is just exactly what Castro was doing to Cuba. He came in as a savior, and he died as a dictator.
Right.
And the first thing that they take away from you is your religious freedom,
Right.
and your guns. That's why Cuba has been oppressed for so many years, and nobody has been able to do anything about it. Okay? Simply because they have taken everything, they have been demoralized. And that's what we saw, that's what I saw. And anybody that has experience, any Cuban that came to Cuba or any communist country and saw that, you gotta know that those are the signs, okay? And then you got what they call so much as socialism.
Right.
Socialism is a precursor to communism, okay? It doesn't work.
Right.
Socialism doesn't work because they come in, they dictate, or they say that, okay, socialism is going to make everybody equal.
Right.
But they don't tell you that everybody's going to be equally poor.
Right.
Dirt poor.
Right.
And that's what we saw. It wouldn't be immediately, but over the long run, you would see how Marxism, socialism, all that stuff just works. It's just like a cancer. It begins small, it develops to something immensely huge that you can't get rid of. And that's basically what we saw, and I thank God every day of my life that Trump is back in power, because he will make things right.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, he's not the savior. God is the savior. Okay. But who was the lesser of the two evils?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much,
Oh,
Juan.
my
This is
pleasure.
great. I wish I could interview you forever, but I just I appreciate you taking the time to, share that what you went through and your parents went through, your family went through in Cuba, and you were seeing warning signs here in the United States, and that made you vote the way that you voted.
Yeah, as even when I came here, and now that I'm a parent, I look back in retrospect and I say, would I have done the same thing to my son when he was 11 years old, or my daughter?
Right.
And I can imagine what my parents must have gone through, the sacrifice that they must have gone through in order to give me freedom, okay, like we had before this guy came in.
That's right. Thank you, Juan.
You're welcome.